Hello, I'm Ash. Welcome to Ash's Rising. This is my channel. We're just a calm collective here, looking and being curious with our thoughts, finding connection, and communication. Don't take it too seriously. Take what resonates, leave the rest. This is for entertainment purposes only, and it is about finding connection in the messages. Today, I'm going to be doing water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So if you are a water sign, today's reading is for you. Just remember, as we get messages, they're just thoughts and ideas shared with one another in science. We're all connected on the quantum realm. And with the way that the world is, with Uranus just stationing in Gemini, everything is changing. We're finding sovereignty, independence, and so when I have these things that I see in the everyday environment, I kind of want to talk about them and see if anybody else is picking up on the same thing, since we're all connected down to the quantum particle. So if you like what you're hearing, please like and subscribe, leave comments down below, and let's begin. So I've already pre-shuffled the deck. I'm ready. And just to go over some solar weather going on today, this morning, we have the moon trine to Uranus. We have the moon in opposition to Neptune. We have Venus trine to Pluto, the moon trine to Pluto. We also have the moon trine to Venus this afternoon. We have the moon quincunx to the sun tonight, and we also have the moon in opposition to Saturn tonight, today being the 28th of April, Tuesday. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so Cancer. In the recent past, I have the Six of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles, all upright. So here it's talking about the past memories, past opportunities, past blessings, memories from childhood even. It can also represent children or childhood memories that were fond and dear to you. It has a sad feeling though, like grief attached to this particular energy. The Page of Wands is a new idea, new opportunity coming your way. And the Ten of Pentacles is fulfillment, financial abundance, generational wealth, everything in alignment and order. All your ships are in, everything is balanced, everything is good to go. And then you have, in the present moment, you have the Two of Wands, the Empress, and the Three of Swords. So you're currently experiencing some heartache. There's an Empress involved with, it could be your energy, it could be somebody else's energy. And then you're looking at the Two of Wands as you exit here. So you're leaving one opportunity behind in pursuit of another. Empress is Taurus energy. They've mastered all of the Queen energy. The Cups, the Wands, the Swords, and the Pentacles. They know how to balance it all, and they've learned how to juggle and navigate through. So if there's heartache regarding this Empress who's generous and, is all about love, beauty, and it has a high perception and mastery of themselves and how they work in their environment, and they know how to navigate, then it seems like you might just be this Empress energy. Because if in your past you experienced some sort of perhaps loss in your past, or something from your childhood, there's something with grief associated to that. And it led to this new opportunity, that a new pursuit of something that gave you abundance, fulfillment, and wealth in a generational fashion to where you could leave a legacy. So if you're experiencing a heartache now, you're going through something that shifted that, or it's been affected again, because even before I put down the present moment card of the Three of Swords, it's right underneath that Six of Cups. And I was already feeling that sadness coming off the card. So it just feels like this Empress experienced something, and now they're leaving this sorrow behind and seeking a new opportunity, looking out to the sea, holding a new wand with the world in their hands, ready to go. Take this as it resonates, Cancer. You tell me. Leave comments below. Share what you think. In the recent future, I keep saying recent future. The near future, you have the Five of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, in this energy, you'll find that there's regret associated in the near future with a messenger of thoughts, of maybe incoming ideas or consuming thoughts, like you're in your head. There's some message of truth that's come in from this regret. And you have the Wheel of Fortune here. And it seems with this Wheel of Fortune that it's almost like a roll of the dice. It could go either way. It's not automatically going to be like, oh yes, I'm going to automatically receive all this abundance and everything's going to be so great. It's more just like, depending on how you deal with this regret and this truth that comes in, it depends on which way the wheel spins for you. It could be amazing. It could be everything you want it to be, or you could be considered stuck in a state of lack due to this regret from whatever this heartache was in your present moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck as your challenge is the Four of Cups and the Tower. Okay, so in the near future, Cancer, you're finding that you are experiencing some sort of ending that makes you feel like you've missed out on an opportunity. Again, with their regret, don't get stuck in that. If you want the Wheel of Fortune to shift, go into a different direction here with this. Okay, please clarify. I'm clarifying for the Six of Cups. What's the deal with this childhood situation here? Okay. Oh. So the Eight of Cups. You left something behind in the past, something from your childhood, something you forgot about yourself, or memories you forgot, things that you loved in the past, or you forgot your inner child even. Maybe some people have lost their children or have lost a child, either lost something within themselves. They're grieving something. They walked away. They walked away. They abandoned it. They left it behind. They buried it, suppressed it, whether it was in themselves or somebody else. They had to leave. Then we have death. Something ended. Cycle coming to a close. Just like it has Scorpio energy. It's like death and rebirth. So something had to start because it couldn't stay that way. But then you have Six of Wands, which is victorious. It seems that whatever happened, you were victorious over this and you were looking for victory. Okay, clarify the Page of Wands. What was this new opportunity that led you in the past to where you are now? Okay, we have the King of Cups upside down. So a distorted masculine is the energy I'm getting. It's like perverse almost. King of Cups, not fulfilled. New opportunity. If that's what's clarifying what that Page of Wands was, it was someone who was making pursuit over something based off of selfish or immature reasoning. It was like they were suppressing or they were abandoning something for not genuine reasons, possibly. Because that King of Cups in reverse, yeah. Okay, so then we have the Page of Cups. So you wanted to have more fun. Whatever this is you gave up in the past, you were suppressing whatever these issues, you either left children, you suppressed your inner child, it's like immature. This Page of Wands is immature. Maybe this is somebody else's energy here, this Page of Wands. Where did you get into a relationship with some immature, silly person that made you deny your inner child and walk away, abandoning parts of yourself? And that you thought you were trying to be victorious over yourself by suppressing emotions or by leaving whatever you left in the past. Because whatever it is, it's saying you succeeded in whatever it is that you did there. Whatever you went for, it worked. So, gosh. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands to clarify that Page of Wands, the last card. So, with that Page of Wands energy, we have that inner conflict. So you faced inner conflict immediately, but you settled for some sort of Ten of Cups situation. Some financial abundance, stability, generational wealth, and legacy. Okay. Yeah, clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords, sneaky energy. So whatever was in that Ten of Pentacles, it was under false impressions. It was the hope, perhaps, of that abundance. But it didn't turn out that way because, again, whatever you were setting yourself up with seemed to be something under false pretenses. Someone who wasn't serious. Someone who presented a new opportunity, but it was hollow. It wasn't the real deal. And then I have a reverse Four of Pentacles. It was never stable. That Ten of Pentacles that you were aiming for, you gave up your inner child to go lower your standards, perhaps, to be with some Page of Wands, new opportunity, new relationship. But it was never fulfilling. It was never stable. There's deceptive energy there, perhaps third-party energy. It was never a blessed situation, whether it was a new career, whether it was in a relationship, and it could have been a boss. It could have been a team of whatever collaboration on a project you were doing. And it could even be within your own family, relationship dynamics. It changes all the time. Within yourself, it would be something like you abandoned something of yourself and gave into some sort of addiction or obsession in hopes that it would somewhat lead to a legacy or fulfillment, but it ended up being hollow. It ended up not being real or stable. It fooled you. It tricked you. It was deceiving energy. You fell into some sort of trap. And then we have the Emperor. It's the father of the deck. And so cold energy, like hot and cold here though. Lack of stability. It was like it became exactly the opposite, or it became more of a trap. Like you suppressed something or you denied something, either within yourself or someone else or your own children, to go in pursuit of something else. It ended up being an immature energy, or you did this based off of immature intentions, and then it ended up being a false opportunity that was led by trickery, led by whomever this Emperor is. This hot and cold, this person tricked you. Father figure. Should be the divine masculine, but it wasn't. It could be a family member, it could be a sibling, it could be someone at work. Okay. So in the present moment, we're clarifying that Three of Swords. Okay. We have the upside down Hermit, Virgo energy. So you went to isolation. Whatever this heartache was, this devastation, it caused you to isolate. Or somehow this situation kind of forced you into your own cage of imprisonment. Just knotted you up into bundles and made you feel lost because you were cut off from something that was very much important to you, that you suppressed or lowered your standards for. There was some sort of break even within yourself somewhere, either by getting into a different situation or by denying this within yourself, lowering your standards and getting tricked. It could be an empty career that you thought you were going to make bank off of or whatever, and then it ended up being like a false opportunity. it's like one of those like Enron situations, where, it ends up being like, oh yeah, well, it was great for a while, but then it like goes belly up and like all these people were doing like shady things. So it could be like that as well. It also could be with like family members, especially with that Emperor coming out, that hot and cold father energy, that masculine that should be there, especially that reverse King of Cups. It's like false fulfillment emotionally and financially, anything in the material world. Whatever you fell into, you tricked yourself hard here. Okay, so I have the Hierophant, commitment. You were committed to whatever this was. You went into isolation to heal this heartache. You committed to the change. You committed and you took, it looks like there's a lesson learned, or there was a lesson to be learned from this heartache that you experienced that led to this isolation. You took the time to reflect to learn the lesson. Clarify the Empress, please. Upside down, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So earlier, I believe I wasn't sure whether the Empress was you or was a different energy, because it's not gender specific. It could be male, female. It's just the type of energy that is coming out here. That Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Lack of generosity and abundance. So that Empress was shut down. If you're the Empress here, then you were shut down. We're followed by reverse Ace of Cups and Queen of Wands. Upside down Queen of Wands. Yeah, all of your intuition was repressed. You lost sovereignty over your Queen of Wands. You surrendered to it. You surrendered your Empress energy. You wiped the slate clean to learn something new. You gave up opportunities in your own life to commit to whatever this trickery was. It's like selling your soul in a way. You know you're the Empress, but you gave it all away. It's like, again, what's happening in the recent past with that Six of Cups. Whatever you abandoned there, it's showing back up here in your present moment. Cycles returning. Again, transition through Uranus and Gemini, leaving home and stability and entering that twin nature. Yeah, okay. Clarify the Two of Wands. So you're stuck between a crossroads here in a way. The world is in your hands and you're seeking new opportunity. We have the Hanged Man in the upright, card number 12. You're changing your perspective. You're trying to cut your losses maybe in your present moment. And the Fool, yes, exactly. And I just said Fool's journey, yes. You're about to take a leap into a new Fool's journey. Exactly. Okay, so in the near future, clarify this regret of this Five of Cups. Ooh, 2 cards in reverse. Reverse 10 of Wands and reverse Temperance. Oh, so impatience. You were like, I'm out of here. And now that there's whatever this Fool's journey you decided to go on to get out of this situation, perhaps it wasn't as easy as you thought, or maybe you have regret from this whole situation that you went through. Now you're feeling the effects that come later on in the stages of grief, of regret, of abandoning perhaps yourself here from the recent past, and impatience. That lack of surrender. Maybe you feel like you got caught up or didn't make the changes that were necessary because you're so busy focusing on what you lost instead of what's still remaining, what's still there that you can still work with. Give me one more card clarifying on this Five of Cups, please. Why are you cloaked in grief and regret? Someone here could have lost a family member too. Could be a separate situation. Upside down, Two of Pentacles. Okay, so for that one, that's cool. That's so cool. So for that upside down, where did it go? Am I missing again? Oh, here we go. Sweet. All right, so for the Two of Pentacles, I want to make sure I get this right. I know what I think, but I want to make sure before I say it. Okay, reversed. Enforced gaiety, stimulated enjoyment, literal sense, handwriting, composition, and letters of exchange. Okay. So, it's a purge. You're getting all this stuff off your chest. You're unleashing your burdens. You're noticing this loss here. Got it. Okay. So you're done juggling stuff. You're putting down the burdens. Like, you're not carrying this anymore. You're done. Your temperance, your patience has run out. Got it. Done. Okay. And you're cutting your losses and you're moving on. You're just like, okay, I'm getting all this out. And you're purging. You're gutting it all out. Getting out the rot. Okay, regaining your sovereignty, but you have to clean up the mess within yourself to figure out where all this stuff from the recent past, the present, how these cycles continued and how you found yourself here. You abandoning and leaving something ended up finding you in the same thing you were trying to leave, basically. Okay, here we have 4 cards clarifying the Page of Swords. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 10 of Cups, fulfillment. So this truth. By doing all of this purging, saying you've had enough, you're no longer taking any of this, and then beginning to clean up the clutter within yourself, within your life, within your home, spring cleaning maybe. You're writing all out. It's like you're making your memoir in one way or another by changing all the things in your life, purging. Page of Sword energy, that truth that comes out from all of that is a reverse 9 of Pentacles. You feel not so much in an abundant state, but you are emotionally fulfilled. It's like you're starting over with nothing almost. But yeah, we have the 10 of Cups here and we have the Queen of Cups. So you're regaining who you are again. You're finding that emotional fulfillment. You're realizing that it's not about money. You're realizing that it's not about material. Like, material is a result. It's so Cancerian too. Like, this is all such a Cancer reading. This is hilarious. Like, the most emotional of the, like, Jupiter and all of that. Just expansive beauty and love within and emotional boundlessness here. So much water. Yeah, you found who you are again. You found your queen again within your emotional stability, and it's giving you joy. It's giving you fulfillment. That 10 of Cups. We have the upside down of the 6 of Swords. It wasn't easy to get to, but you found it. You realize that it's like the narrow road almost, that truth. It's like, there is no shortcut. There's no shortcut here. It's not about material wealth. There's nothing you can pay. There's nothing that you can cut. There's nothing that you can easily get through in order to find that fulfillment within. You can't find it easily. You have to go within. There's nothing in the world without. It's a result of what comes from inside. And that's what you learn from in that 5 of Cups. Wow. This is very clear. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please. Upside down Ace of Swords. Okay. New idea, thoughts. Reverse, okay. And then we have another 3 cards that came out. We have an upside down 2 of Swords. We have upright Justice and an upright 9 of Wands. You are guarded. Yeah, you formed boundaries. You made the boundary. No more. None. I have this. I found me. I'm not going to give into this anymore. Screw that, basically. I'm not dealing with this indecisiveness. I am standing strong in my truth. Justice, Libra energy. I have balanced my own scales. I've found what I need within me. I don't need to be going through all of this. It's not about material possessions. If I am abundant within myself, then material is made manifest as a result of that. God has my back. The universe has my back. I am sacred. I am anointed. I am loved. I am whole. I'm gonna cry. Go Cancer. Yes, Cancer. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the challenges that you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, let's get some advice from this, maybe. We have the Four of Cups and we have the Tower. Let's clarify those before we wrap up here. Just remember to stay humble in your spirit. Give yourself grace. God is there for you. Your angels are there. You have loved ones looking in on you all the time. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to love yourself. You hang in strong and you stick to your boundaries, you'll find who you are inside. Yeah, Cancer. Dude, this is an inspirational reading. Like, kind of want to be a Cancer right now. Okay. First, we have the King of Wands clarifying the Four of Cups. If this resonates with you, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. Reversed Ace of Swords again. Okay. You might miss out on that new idea of truth and that knowledge if you keep giving in to this King of Wands energy. Don't worry about what others do. It's basically saying, don't compare yourselves to others. Like, don't worry about what other people are doing or the standards that you need to hold yourself up to in whatever this illusion is in this reality. It's the Matrix. Because God has your back. Love me some Jesus. And like, seriously, the King of Wands, like, don't give into this King of Wands energy. If you're going to alchemize things, you can't alchemize shortcuts. Because that will lead to some, it's like you're abandoning yourself again. You're not going to get that pinnacle. You're not going to find that new beginning that you need at this point, that you're looking for after going through all of this work. As you're going through this process in the near future, don't get caught in regret. Don't compare yourselves to others. Stay rooted in who you are and find your own boundaries to find your own Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups. Okay. Then, in the Tower, you have your clarification here as the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords. There's something that's coming up that's going to hurt a little bit, and it's going to bring monumental change. But this tower wasn't built on anything real. Let the tower fall. Don't compare yourselves to others or what you think you should have, or that Four of Cups, like you're missing out on an opportunity for you doing something here. And then that Three of Wands, it's like, don't just stand there and wait for things to happen and get caught up in that heartache, like somebody owes you something or that you should be doing something. Just let it fall. Let it fall. Make peace with it and move on. Stick to your truth. Form the new boundary lines. And some of you might end up having to leave as well. New ventures. You might actually have to physically leave wherever you are and start over somewhere new as a result of that new boundary. Don't be afraid of that. If this tower falls and it's built on quicksand anyway, why would you want to be in it? It only leads to heartache if you get caught up in it. It might hurt, but like, don't worry about it. Like, you might be leaving and that's okay. Don't worry about it. Just relax. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for joining me. These are the messages for Cancer. Thanks. Namaste.